two-time All-Star, and his teammate Pascal Siakam, now a three-time All-Star. Atlanta has the ball. Again, they've lost 7 straight.
Some may ask why not Tyrese this year. For those of you who follow the Pacers, you will know why. For those of you who, we want some people coming in, because he started out slowly. For about really close to the last month, 5 weeks, he's been playing really good basketball.
And here's a three-point shot. It's no good, and it will stay with the Hawks. Quinn Snyder is in his second full year, third year as a head coach of the Hawks. Had great success in Salt Lake City with the Utah Jazz over 8 years, won 372 games.
Very good coach. He's had great success everywhere he's been. Richard Shea just ricocheted that one off the backboard.
He was 5 of 6 from three-point range in the last game, and here's a drive and a miss.
Couldn't finish it.
Terrific drive there by Nembhard. He missed Wednesday night with a spine strain, had some back issues, but back in the starting lineup. So too is Benedict Mathurin. He was out with illness, and Daniels lays it in.
That's a heck of a pass too by Okongwu, who's out there, and I'm not sure that Mathurin expected that pass to get through the traffic. That's a very tough pass to make happen.
Pacers never trailed on Wednesday, beat the Pistons 133-119. Shot clock already down to 7. Halliburton has to go to work. Dyson Daniels, a good defender. And now that is blocked, and here comes Atlanta. That's a shot clock violation. And Rick Carlisle's team, again, has won 2 straight, 4, 5, and 10 of 12. On December 11th, they were 10 and 15, 11th in the Eastern Conference. They're 16 and 5 since. They have the 3rd best record over that period, behind Oklahoma City and Cleveland. Daniels came over in a trade from New Orleans. And now Barlow, former San Antonio Spur, and it's a 4-0 lead for Atlanta. Dominic Barlow playing just his 12th game. Halliburton jumps it up and in.
But he was able to, the reason I can tell it was good, one is right in front of us, but he was able to get himself with his shoulder and his body squared up to the rim. And if he lifts and does that consistently, he generally makes that shot.
Trae Young had 38 last year, and they turn it over.
Well, it's a steal. Mathurin's able to get into it because good hands there by Halliburton, because I think that's really got to be the dictator for this, I think, for the Pacers for the year, and I think for this game is how well he played defense.
And Quinn, it's been the full court pressure that Indiana has applied, hasn't it?
They've been that active hands there. You'll see it by Halliburton and getting through. You saw him coming 0-0, Mathurin at the rim.
Basket for the Hawks. They're back in front 6-4 as Trae Young has his first points. He had 38 last year in game 1 and then averaged just 13 points per game in the 3 Pacers wins after that.
You got a lot of time. You hear the bench say you got time. Now you got to go to work.
Siakam, a 3. It's too strong, and it bounces out to Okongwu. Young fires it up to Barlow. And saved by Young. He was going out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, Barlow's active. 2 passes that almost looked like they were going out of bounds, and they got saved, and they get a 3-pointer out of it by Daniels.
And again, they're playing without Jalen Johnson, Bogdan Bogdanovic, and Clint Capella. So 3 rotational players for the Hawks. And they've got an early 9-4 lead. And that's a bad pass taken by Daniels. He averages 3 steals per game.
It was a telegraph pass. That was the problem. Rick Carlisle is trying to make sure they're getting some offense, because all of a sudden, as soon as that pass was caught, the eyes went to where the ball was going to go. Defense read it and was able to come up with it. Daniels did that time.
I mean, Quinn, averaging 3 steals per game in the NBA. I mean, you usually see the leader somewhere around 2+.
No doubt. He's a terrific offensive player. That's a lazy pass. Yeah, and that's I'm looking at Miles and said, come on, let's pick it up here, because that's a lazy pass. They're fortunate. Pacers are fortunate that didn't get stolen.
In Indiana last year averaged 147.5 in 4 games. Mathurin goes inside and gets it. He's got his second field goal.
imagine having not played the other day? Oh, he's chomping at the bit.
Yeah, we know him, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, most players would be. He'd be extra. And that three misses everything.
That's Barlow. He shot one short that didn't hit the rim, and that one long that didn't hit the rim.
Nembhard comes off the screen, show and go, and he'll lay it in.
Took it up high, and all of a sudden, the defense went away from him and ended up with an easy bucket.
Dyson Daniels is a native of Australia, third year. Played his first 2 years in New Orleans, and that's no good. Rebounded by Turner, out to Halliburton.
Throw it to him. Miles got him. Throw it to him.
And it rolls off the rim. Had a chance for a three-point play.
You know, you get some good things. If you get downhill, and you can make some things happen. And that's what happened there. You see a Congo turn all the way around on that fake by Nembhard. He's able to get it. And this is the second part of the rim run. It's Miles in the paint. And if they get a mismatch, because generally guards are back first. If they are, they pick up a center. That's a matchup that favors the Pacers center.
So no free throws for Turner. Halliburton gets around Young and finds Nembhard. His open three is perfect. A year ago, in one of the 4 games against Atlanta, when the Pacers had 50 assists.
Let's see can we get the Pacers 35 assists. 50 is asking a lot. There are not many teams in the league that do that.
Mathurin, that's off. Rebound by Okongwu.
Was that a league high last year?
It was a league high. It was a Pacers franchise record, and that will be Indiana ball.
You know, being good for your teammates is when you throw them the ball. That's when they like playing with you. And then then Nembhard is able to knock it down.
Halliburton steps back, launches and hits. Tyrese Halliburton with the three.
You saw a little of that pressure up there. You can see Nembhard is. That's going to be. Okay, thank you. He hadn't grabbed the ball. But the pressure by the Pacers, they've got to keep that up. Halliburton's off to a really good start.
was interviewing Tyrese Halliburton, and Tyrese confirmed he will be going to Lucas Oil Stadium after the game. He said, I'm going to hurry through the media, 10-minute shower, I will be there quick. So if you're watching Pacers Live postgame, we might hear from Tyrese a little earlier than normal. And the WWE also presented Tyrese Halliburton with a Community Champion Award. Guys, downtown, bustling with activity this weekend. Happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, 17,000 here, some 60,000 at Lucas Oil Stadium. There was a big crowd here last night. SmackDown was at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. I happened to turn over. Pat McAfee was introducing Tyrese Halliburton. And so all of that going on here in downtown Indianapolis. Hawks have it back. It's taken away. Here comes Tyrese. Siakam to Shepherd, who just checked in.
Well, Siakam got it because he got his hands on it, and that's the main thing on the defensive side of the ball. And, you know, Shep comes in. He's always bringing some good energy. When you start substituting, what Rick Carlisle's looking for is energy.
It is a 12-0 Indiana run as Daniels hits his second three. He's only a 31% three-point shooter. He's out there for his defense, but has had an excellent year for Atlanta. Halliburton.
Yeah, you got to get off. You can see he's taking off too far away. Boy, that shot was flat, and I didn't think it had much chance of going in. But you got Neesmith with his athletic ability that you expected on the defensive end. Boy, that was well done.
Neesmith and Shepherd have come in, and that's a dunk by Okongwu.
There was a deflection that the Pacers never got to, and it ended up being an easy one.
And now Turner show and go.
Oh!
Count it.
Seeing Miles with a little something.
And the Pacers with a 7-point lead.
Yeah, he gets the ball at the top. You don't expect him to, do a little Euro step. He was able to step through and get that one off the glass and in.
Pacers had a terrific first quarter on Wednesday. They scored 40 points. Miles Turner, you see, had 24, a season-high 10 of 12 at the line. And the Pacers shot 80% from the field in the first quarter on Wednesday night. They were 16 of 20. Turner is on the board. And the Pacers lead by 8, 22-14. It was an early 9-4 lead for Atlanta. Larry Nance Jr. has come in, and a three-point try is no good. It's missed by Keaton Wallace. Out of Texas San Antonio, who's in for the first time. Here's a three. Halliburton got it again.
Well, that's because he's feeling it, because Neesmith was wide open. He looked at it and didn't throw him the ball.
Riza Shea.
I'm telling you what, there have been like at least 2 or 3 deflections by Halliburton. So I think Rudy's going to pull up and see him look at the rim.
Saved by Siakam, but Wallace got it. Riza Shea.
Wow, he covered some territory. Riza Shea is coming off a 30-point game, but I'm telling you, from where that pass hit him, he took a step and a half at the rim, and the Pacers couldn't cover it.
1 year after Victor Wembanyama, Zachary Riza Shea out of France, the #1 pick. And as you said, he's coming in off a 30-point game. He earlier had 33 this year against the Knicks. And his first free throw is short. 4:40 to play opening quarter. Now this from Fisher's Imports.
When it's time to sell or trade your car, bring it to one of 2 Fisher's Imports locations. You can be in and out in less than 5 minutes. Fisher's Imports. It's a slam dunk.
Riza Shea is one of 2 rookies this year to have a pair of 30-point games. The other, Jared McCain with the 76ers, but he's out due to injury. A save by Siakam.
Because of the bad pass by Miles. He gets it back and shoots a teardrop for a three-pointer. He was trying to throw it inside Siakam and got mishandled, but the Pacers still got some good stuff out of it.
Pacers 69% in the quarter as Riza Shea gets his first field goal. Riza Shea averaging 11 per game. Turner again, this time it's off, and is taken by DeAndre Hunter, who's coming in off the bench. He is the leading bench scorer in the NBA at nearly 20 points per game. Riza Shea guarding Halliburton. Neesmith tries to get around Hunter.
Hunter's a very good defensive player. He wasn't going to get by him.
Shepherd for three. In and out, no good. Tapped out and saved.
Right idea by Siakam, who was expecting Shepherd to stay in the corner. So that's where the pass went. In this game that is played as it is a style, this way guys play, you stay in those corners. But you'll see good activity. Siakam comes up with it. You see going to the ground, giving great effort was Neesmith.
Yeah, it was Shepherd who hit 4 threes Wednesday night in the start. And again, as you said, Pascal thought he'd be camped out there in the quarter. And now Trae Young is back in. He is guarded by T.J. McConnell. And McConnell picks up the foul. T.J. had a 14.6 rebound game on Wednesday against the Pistons, all 14 of his points in the first half. And now Thomas Bryant has checked in for the Pacers. He replaces Miles Turner. So the great strength win of this team, and they're healthy, is the depth.
Yes, most definitely. And listen, we've got to give credit to Kevin Pritchard, Chad Buchanan, Ted Wood, Ryan Carr, Jeff Vance Candler, and that's the player acquisition staff. Because what the Pacers were able to do was come up with an ideal guy in that backup spot after losing Isaiah Jackson and Wiseman to be able to play effectively. Rick Carlisle is trying to figure out how that was a foul. My point simply is Bryant is perfect. He doesn't need the ball. He'll do all the good things. He's in great shape. He comes from where people like it or not. I have to say that I'd like it, the Heat culture. Mm-hmm. So he knows what winning and what working is about.
Pete Krejci is in. He wears number 27. He's got the ball. Young goes inside, and Wallace lays it in.
Can't fall asleep with Young. You said it. He's the leading assist man in the league.
Pacers have 5 reserves on the floor. The bench leads the NBA at 51% from the field. That's short by Bryant. Hunter having a great year off the bench for Atlanta, a one-time starter. And he lost the ball, but picked up by Krejci.
Yeah, he's going to go to the basket. He's active. That's Larry Nance Jr.
2.5 minutes to play.
Good find. Really good find. That ball is thrown basically from the other side of the floor, from the left side to get it to that corner. That's normally one that can be ripped off. With good steam by McConnell.
Pacers already have 9 first-quarter assists on their 12 field goals as Young gets the basket. Obi Toppin.
You're going to get it from
Shepherd in the corner. Bryant. Shot clock at 6. McConnell. Toppin fires.
Bingo!
And hits!
Bingo!
Shot clock was winding down. He was dead in the corner. And the Pacers lead by 13. And that's short, rebounded by Shepherd.
But it was great defensive work by Neesmith. Young never got on balance to take that shot.
13-point Indiana lead. Now Toppin catches.
Well, they had originally, they had Young in there for a mismatch. Hello. Active hands there. Brian has acted like that was his assist. He's looking to get an assist for that. You can't get an assist for that. Pacers got plenty in the first quarter.
floor. We know how to push the buttons to the core. I've got you. If we figured out what it's all about, takes a second and then we rock it again. Coaster ride for the triggered minds, but I don't ever want us to stop it. Go ahead, to let me smile from for all I care. Just wanna stay close, don't say that. Ain't gonna leave ya. Another sabotage. You're a million. We figured out what it's all about. Takes a second and then we rock it again. Coaster ride for the triggered minds, but I don't ever want us to stop it. Go ahead, to let me smile for all I care. Just wanna stay close, don't say that. Ain't gonna leave ya. Another sabotage. You're a million. When you're down and you stare out your window, hoping that you'll come back with
Shep almost got his hands on it.
They're giving it to the Pacers.
They're saying when Trey tried to reach for it and missed, and it went off his fingertips. So you're right, they're giving it to the Pacers.
That is the 5th Atlanta turnover. Pacers have already scored 9 points off those first 4.
Trey is really a little disappointed that Quinn Snyder wouldn't challenge that.
McConnell missed it, and Hunter tripped.
He traveled before he tripped. Yeah, and that's what Rick Carlisle is saying too. He did. He traveled before he tripped.
Speaking about Atlanta and that New Orleans trade they made, you saw Dyson Daniels. Bad news for Quinn Snyder's former guard now in New Orleans, DeJounte Murray, tore an Achilles last night.
Yeah, that really is bad news over there in New Orleans. Because I really thought he was a really good player. I actually thought it was a pretty good matchup over here in Atlanta. They didn't obviously think that, so he went to New Orleans and was playing well, and it was Chris, just like we saw with Wiseman and Jackson. It was a non-contact injury. All of a sudden, he's just trying to get a rebound and didn't touch anybody and just went down, and he's gone.
Hunter 12 of 12 against the Cavaliers, misses there. McConnell picked up his second foul, so that's why Nembhard has come back in. Nesmith the drive, the step through, and the layup.
This is all done by Shepherd. Pacers want to push the pace of the ball. Nembhard couldn't push it. Shepherd had the ball up into the paint. They moved it a couple times and got a basket quickly. That's what the Pacers would prefer to do, to score early in the shot clock by advancing the ball.
All kinds of pressure there on Young. Nance Jr. battles his way in, puts it up and in. Larry Nance Jr. started his career in LA with the Lakers, 3 years in Cleveland, also played in Portland. Garrison Matthews is in for the first time. He's guarding Obi Toppin, and he fouls him.
Great look by Nembhard, too. End up grabbing him, but it was a good look by Nembhard. That's the first under 2 minutes.
That's his first. Team's first in the final 2 minutes.
I mean, that's why Nembhard's so valuable here. You can see here, you could see all that action in there, and he was open, and Nembhard threw it where only Toppin could get it, and so Atlanta had the foul, or that's a layup.
Again, the Pacers scored 40 first-quarter points on Wednesday. They're almost there again. Here's
He is so
Nembhard.
patient. Goodness gracious. He is really patient with the ball. Everybody else tends to rush those kind of things, and Nembhard is just taking his time, getting to his spot.
Shot clock is off.
Deep.
Pacers shooting 62% in the quarter.
Now, if you're going up,
Hunter caught it.
he was off balance when he caught it. That's why, because he's going to dunk it, but he was off balance. So he had to end up bringing it down. But that's a heck of a first quarter when you hold any team to 24 points and get 40 yourself. And to your point, I thought the Pacers did a good job.
Let me feel your love again. 'Cause I've been running round in circles, screaming out your name. Take me to a different place. Just the two of us and we can stay up all night. Kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do. Staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. All that time away from you, I didn't think I'd make it without you by my side. Let me feel your love again. Just the two of us and we could stay up all night. Kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do. Staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand.
For this second unit to be able to put the ball in the basket. The Pacers reading where opportunities are. Really good job taking advantage of Obi in the post. Those are the kind of things I think they're doing exceptionally well. And this is since the health of this team has come back. You're able to see guys in the roles they're much more comfortable with.
That was their 11th assist already. To your point about that, when the Pacers were 10 and 15, when that was a time they didn't have Nembhard, they didn't have Shepard, and they didn't have Nesmith. I mean, how valuable those three guys are to what Indiana wants to do.
And not having them was enough. But I think the other side of it, to your where you're going, you got other guys got some experience too. Because all of a sudden Walker got a little bit more time than I think he initially thought he was going to get. But you also, to not having those people on the floor, you lost toughness. Those are the three toughest wing players, or players that play, if you were wing players is what I meant to say. They're the toughest ones.
Matthews misses the first, a 3-shot foul, hits the first for his first point. Now a message from Galitko and Daly.
Injured at work? For a free consultation, call IndianaWorkers.com. The Work Injury Lawyers. IndianaWorkers.com.
Nesmith checks out. Terrific first run for him in his 7 minutes, 5 points. As Mathurin comes back in, Nembhard back in, and McConnell takes a seat McConnell's still out there. It's McConnell, Bryant, Toppin, Nembhard, Mathurin.
They've gone into a zone. Let's see how the Pacers react. In the middle right now, they've got Bryant. What you need in the middle, you got to attack the gaps. That's a good move. You attack the gaps, and now they call it the travel. They call it Nembhard for travel. Attack the gaps, either get in the middle or attack the gaps to force them to put be in position that two men have to guard one.
And full court pressure for the Pacers. Nance, Young, Hunter, Krejci, and Matthews, the 5 for the Hawks.
Nice job there by Bryant. They were basically doubling Trae Young.
Matthews, the 3.
He fell asleep. Because Matthews can make threes, and I mean, he was wide.
Matthews is a career 38% three-point shooter, nearly turned over. Mathurin gets him back and puts it down.
Yeah, because Hunter's on the backside. They don't really have a shot blocker in there. Nance will, but Hunter's on the backside. And the reason I say dunk it is because the only way you can really stop a dunk is to foul somebody.
Yeah, they start a Kongwu, and since they don't
great
have Capella,
outlet pass.
here's Mathurin, and that's a block.
Attacking the rim is a lot of what Mathurin likes to do. Watch him. He gathers it, and then he reads that it's clear, and he goes and launches himself at the basket. You see no red jerseys from Atlanta. Good read, timely read. As I said, he's anxious because he didn't play, and he loves to play.
He loves to play. He's had 4 20-point games in his last 11 games. And Mathurin has his 7th point. Shea checks back in. Again, he's a guy, when you think about Wemby, you think about Giannis, these international players that come over with great skill, what he will look like physically in the next 3 to 5 years, because we saw Giannis grow from a boy into a man.
Yeah, once they get their man strength, that's really what it comes down to for Shea. I mean, and also you get to a point with an attitude that you know you belong on the floor. And I have to say, Shea and Wemby both already have a pretty good attitude about whether they belong on the floor. But they have to get their man strength. You got guys out here that, 27, 28 years old. Those guys are strong and been here for a while.
Step back 3, Young misses, rebound Mathurin. Pacers saw the Hawks in the preseason, but this is the first regular season game. Bryant too strong, rebounded by Young. Saturday night at Gainbridge Fieldhouse for the Pacers before they hit the road for 4 games. Krejci. And that's something he can do. He's a 36% three-point
They
shooter.
turned the ball over, and Trae just shot another one. Great job by Obi to get Shea's shot and put it on the backboard. Otherwise, he had a layup.
And here's Toppin, lays it in.
Got a block on one end, hustled to the other end, and got a layup.
Yeah, you thought that Shea had an easy layup, and Toppin went high to block it. Toppin had just a point on Wednesday night. In fact, never took a field goal try. He's got 9 already as Matthews reins in one again.
If you've got Matthews, he can't get the ball because if he gets it, he's too good. And one. He likes playing aggressive offense. He'll come at you, and actually he'll come at you, and he's taking that hit, expecting the next one, gets into his rhythm, and the smart place to put it is off the backboard because it's much more forgiving, and you've got a better chance to make it.
And already a 10-point first half for Andrew Nembhard. In fact, the 2 guys that did not play on Wednesday night, injury and illness, Mathurin and Nembhard have combined for 18. Step through by Young.
He got Nembhard on that one.
Scored by 14, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Toppin. And substitutions for the Hawks. Dyson Daniels returns. He has 8 as Krejci leaves. Daniels was the 8th pick overall back in 2022 by New Orleans. And again, part of that trade that sent DeJounte Murray to the Pelicans.
You're going to have to be ready to help because this is a matchup that favors Atlanta.
Middle of the defense into Nance.
Yeah, that's Daniels who caught it in the middle and made the pass.
And Rick Carlisle wants a timeout. Pacers have led by as many as 18 here in the first half. The lead currently 12 on FanDuel Sports Network.
The sun's going down as I try to make my way through the crowd.
In the season, if they've adjusted now on the other end of the floor because of how the officials are calling the game. He said you always want to be the more physical team, whether it's offense or defense. That's how you set the tone. And he said the officials tend to give those teams a little bit more favorable calls.
You definitely want to be you need to initiate the toughness, really, because there is just the view of officials that'll just let you play that way. He knows exactly how much time is there, and he wants to shoot a three-pointer. I mean, he's pretty predictable. Guys are predictable. They've got this rhythm they play with, and if you watch them often enough, or guys watch them on tape, you'll know what they want to do.
And Barlow with the basket.
Oh, he's lively. He is really lively.
And it's a 10-point game. Mathurin on the baseline, the step through, and the score. Mathurin and Nembhard each have 10 in their return to the starting lineup after their absence on Wednesday night. Pacers have led by as many as 18. Matthews has hit some three-point shots. Shot clock at 7.
Doubling. Yeah, stay up and doubling.
And then he got his own rebound.
And Miles got a foul because he didn't go get the ball, if you will, because remember, Trey shoots it, and Trey is on the other side of Miles, but yet beat him to the basket, and Miles, in trying to capture the ball, ended up coming across the back and fouling.
Pacers with their second team foul in the second quarter.
I'm looking at Trae Young breathe. He's tired.
And Barlow again. Dominic Barlow has 6. Averages just 2 points per game, playing his 12th game. Like the Thompson twins for the Houston and Detroit win, he played at overtime a lead in Atlanta. A three by Turner. Perfect.
Now, we started this show talking about looking at Pascal Siakam. He hadn't had to do much.
No.
Oh, Ben, go get Ben. Get him, Ben. He got beat. He's laughing because he got beat and was able to get there and get him back. I mean, really good job. I mean, once he gets beat, this means don't quit on the play. Something good can happen. Ben does a nice job blocking that at the top.
Third block shot for the Pacers. Ben Shepherd has returned as Nembhard takes a seat. Matthew stays in, launches for three. It's off. And the rebound taken by Shepherd. Pushed ahead to Mathurin.
This is what they want to do. Put that first pass, if it's up ahead, it makes all the difference in the world because the defense still hadn't reacted. I agree, that was a foul.
We'll go to Atlanta.
Ty got a little nudge in the back. The officials didn't see it.
Okongwu back in. Again, he is their lone true center with Clint Capella out with back spasms. It will be interesting to see what Atlanta does next week with the trade deadline on Thursday.
You think they're in a hurry to do something?
Well, Bogdanovic is not with the team. And it's not even due to personal reasons. There's some thought that he could be on the trade block.
Oh, based on the league and understanding how it is. Yeah, it's his inability. I mean, that's Quinn, but that's Quinn with winning. And I've known that Quinn for many moons. He's from Seattle and Duke. But you're talking about Bogdanovic for them was a shooter, and they haven't had that from him consistently all year. Now, to your point, whether or not it's fodder for whether or not he will be there in the future, I would think they're looking at options.
10 points a game for Bogdanovic, just 30%. It's crazy to see that stat, that number. He's a career 38% three-point shooter. They've been in and out with injuries and not with the team.
So it comes down to this is a productivity question. He hadn't been productive, so not having him on the floor hadn't necessarily hurt him in that sense.
Their big loss, though, Jalen Johnson was
That's
having
a huge
a terrific year. 19 points, 10 rebounds, out for the year with a torn labrum.
He was looking at being an all-star.
And DeAndre Hunter the foul. That's what Tyrese wanted the first time. And that was the first time was probably more of a foul than that one, but he gets the call. A couple of free throws now for Halliburton.
Yeah, you're right. The first one was. It was much bigger.
You know it's a foul, nigga.
Halliburton coming in off games of 28. That was the last Saturday in Paris against the Spurs. He had 6 of 9 from 3. And remember that third quarter where he scored 16 straight points. The Pacers, after having a big lead, had to rally to win that game and then had 30 with 7 rebounds and 8 assists on Wednesday here against Detroit.
Good hands there, Shep. Oh, that's a foul?
Well, they're calling it a kick ball.
No, he kicked it afterwards. I think he did. He dribbled it off his knee. Yeah, he dribbled it off his knee. He didn't kick it. He dribbled it off his knee.
Officials timeout.
Did Atlanta take a timeout? They must be taking it because I see guys going to the sideline. But yeah, because I don't think Rick said he, or is this an infection control? Because I haven't seen him charge either side with a timeout. So I wonder if it's infection control on the part of Atlanta. Yeah, that's a 30-second. 15 seconds. That's an infection control timeout. That's not a full timeout.
So Atlanta will get the ball back halfway through the second quarter. Pacers 57-45. Atlanta jumped out to an early 9-4 lead. Pacers led by 16 after a quarter, 40-24. Their second straight 40-point first quarter this year. Daniels. And Dyson Daniels has 12. And it's a 10-point game again. Pacers jumped out to that big lead Wednesday against Detroit. Siakam goes inside and draws the foul. Siakam has yet to score. In fact, he's only taken one shot.
No, he really hadn't, What I notice about Siakam, he tends to be there when you need him, more so than just anything else. And by that, I mean, when the Pacers are struggling on the offensive end or defensive end, he's I don't say he's more engaged. I think he finds himself more involved, and he may be aggressive. Otherwise, he just plays. As soon as I say that, he gets aggressive. He got aggressive. Because I don't think any of the forwards they have can guard him. But I just think he has enough teammates doing so well. He just doesn't see the need to exert himself on that end.
First points. And that's no good. Okongwu, the offensive rebound, falls to the floor, but he fell because the official said he was pushed.
Is that Miles? That's the question.
It's on Siakam. That's his first.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it is on Siakam. If it was on Miles, it would have been his third. That's a foul. Siakam doesn't think that's a foul. It's a foul.
So Siakam picks up his first. Nesmith back out there.
They got Nesmith because Ben missed the direction that they were forcing Atlanta.
No good. Tipped out of there, but right to Hunter, who shoots and misses a three. Tracked down by Halliburton. Running. Nesmith goes inside. Left hand, no good. And it's pulled down by Okongwu. He shot that in a lot of traffic. Daniels has had a big first half.
He really has. He's shown some growth, Chris. I mean, his ability to get it on the floor and get it to the basket quickly.
Turner for three.
Nice job. Locked out. Shepard got that one. That's all right. The Pacers missed the opportunity, but Shepard got that being blocked out.
Hawks have a chance to take it inside 10. Keaton Wallace does. And so they have taken an 18-point deficit and taken it all the way down to 8 at 59-51. Pacers. And that's going to be a foul on Hunter. And that's the 15th foul against Atlanta. So free throws now for Pascal Siakam.
There better be some oxygen for Shepard. I'm telling you, he's tired. He is really tired. He plays it with a lot of energy. And I think Nembhard is coming in. I don't know if he's coming in for Shepard or not, but I think he would be.
And Siakam has his third point. Now a message from Bell Tire.
Come get the lowest tire price, period. Plus, only Bell Tire includes the entire life package, exclusive and extensive maintenance to help you get more miles out of every tire.
Siakam, a two-time All-Star with the Raptors, now represents Indiana in San Francisco later this month. He's the 16th Pacer All-Star, and there have been 32 appearances now once he goes to Chase Center, and now Daniels, who has been in attack mode, earns a trip to the line.
He was in attack mode from 94 feet. Now, I'm just curious. Do you think Miles and Tyrese and Siakam will be in the, they have where you pass the ball?
Oh, that's right.
That tag team. You think those guys will be in that?
I'll tell you, because they won it last year. It was Ty, Benedict Mathurin, and Miles, because they were all
okay. Yeah, that's right. So they may have to defend that again. I mean, just thinking of others who may be in the bay for the All-Star game.
Daniels 1 of 2. He's got 15. And the MVP of the Rising Stars Challenge game last year was Benedict Mathurin.
Again, they're in that zone.
Baseline, Siakam.
He thought that was coming out. He did a little Tyrese hop. Thinking that might come out.
Yeah, I think he thought it was short, didn't he, when he shot?
He just didn't think it was going to go in. I don't know if he thought it was short or not.
Young step back three.
You know, the thing that Quinn Snyder's gotten him to do, he didn't take as many of those sweeps because that's a bad shot. He's too little. Oh, DeAndre Hunter came from the backside to get that block.
Yeah, he was helping out Trae Young, who was down there all alone for a time on Siakam.
His change of pace is really good for Daniels.
Matthews no good.
Oh! Siakam said, no way. No way. Did he foul it? The back row is just checking to see.
Well, the officials are also going to take a look at it with 2:45.
Siakam, though he didn't having a little fun there with Trae Young. In fact, he stepped there. What Siakam's trying to say is that Matthews closed on Siakam defensively, and so when Siakam came down, Matthews, and when I say close, he belittled him in. He took up the space and he came down on him. Rick Carlisle knows that is a call they'll make the majority of the time.
An 11-point first half for Garrison Matthews, his 12th double-figure game of the year. The Hawks have gotten some good play off the bench. 11 for Matthews. Nance and Wallace each have 4. Krejci 3. And the surprise has been DeAndre Hunter, just a point. He averages 19.5 points per game and is the #1 bench scorer in the NBA right now. And the official, Andy Nagy, signals to the scorer's bench. Crew chief is Mark Davis. Matt Bolden rounds out our trio tonight.
What did he signal?
I don't know if they were Talking about the shot clock. Here's Young inside, lobs it up, and somehow it comes into the hands of Hunter. Dyson Daniels, rebounded by Turner. And then he just threw it away.
He was trying to throw it to Siakam. He threw to his back. You're right. He did throw it. Subsequently, did throw it away.
And it's a 6-point game.
The turnovers will do that.
And that's why the Pacers were so good in the month of January. Averaged just around 12 turnovers per game. The lead is just 6. It's been as many as 18.
There's no way that Matthews can guard. He missed the shot, but Matthews can guard. These are times when Trae Young likes to take over and shoot crazy shots.
Blocked by Siakam.
Yeah, and that was a left-handed, a one-hand left hand. Nice patience, good patience.
Siakam 0 for 3 from three-point range. Pacers are just 1 of 6 in the quarter. And Matthews again, it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, well, one of the things with Carlisle and the Pacers are fighting is what they said, we talked about at the very top of the show. It's hard. It's a hard game. They've missing a bunch of people. The Pacers got out to a good start.
Can't forget those wasted years. I realized you are the reason. When the twilight falls, I can see the ray of light, like a distant call. I realize you are the reason. Can't forget those wasted years.
Let the flame fill the night. When we touch, then we ignite. Let the flame fill the night. You and me light up the sky.
It is, I won't say not hurried. I don't think they're as concerned about losing if they lose Bogdanovich, because Matthews is a comparable shooter. Now, he doesn't put it on the floor as well, but he can still make shots.
Turner's shot, no good. Well, that looked like it was close to out of bounds, but the official was right there, and here comes Atlanta. A chance to tie with a 3. And Okongwu makes it a 1-point game. Indiana shot 62% in the first quarter. That has tumbled here in the second.
But it made a difference. You can pick up, when I say that, you can pick up full court. When you're not making shots, it makes it a lot more difficult. And one.
Pacers needed that. Halliburton gets it. A chance for 3.
So my point is, if you're not making shots, you can't set up a full court defense, and that's what the Pacers are doing now. I mean, Halliburton does a good job. He sees the closeout and he attacks it, and he feels like I'm not sure what else he wanted. He got a 3-point play. He got an and one, which the guys like to get.
Pacers at 45% from the field in this quarter after that basket by Halliburton. Young guarded by Nembhard. Shot clock, game clock, about a 7-second difference.
I got his hand up. And the reason he got his hand up is he was really trying to protect himself a little bit. But if Young had gone to the right, he was going to get double teamed. He came left, and he fooled Nembhard. Watch, he goes this way, and he fooled Nembhard. That's because he was supposed to send him to Miles, because if he'd sent him to Miles, particularly shot clock running down, they would have doubled him.
85% free throw shooter is Young. He's got 7.
got 10 assists already, too, though.
Yeah, they'll take Dyson Daniels out because he's got 2 fouls. Yeah, you're right. Already 10 assists for Trae Young, who's had 22, a career high earlier this year.
And hold on a second. And what you just had, Trae Young was up like he was going to put some pressure on Nembhard so he could slow the pace down. Take him.
Nembhard inside, lays it in.
Yeah, he's got Young, right? Just take him.
They throw
Right
it.
hands.
Taken by Nembhard. A 3 at the buzzer.
Sure. But that's all right. I mean, it picked up a little bit, but the Pacers didn't score really as well, so they didn't defend it as well as they should, which is seemingly a little bit backwards. But they've got to get it figured out for the second half.
Jeremiah Johnson standing by with Obi Toppin.
Obi, sort of a tale of 2 quarters. What was working early that maybe we didn't see in the second quarter?
Our defense. We was getting a lot of stops, getting out in transition. We was also moving the ball. We just got to continue doing that.
Highly effective and efficient first half for you. You had 9 points. Last game, you didn't shoot a field goal. Were you a little more focused to make an early impact in the scoring column?
Yeah, I'm trying to make an impact every single game when I come into the game. Yeah, that's really it.
Keep it up.
I got you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, the defense, JJ. Indiana scored 40 first quarter points. The Hawks scored 40 second quarter points.
Defense, only 24 the Pacers gave up in the
Now you're winning every day. Now I'ma pick you up at your place tonight. I'll wear you on my skin like a fake tattoo, right? And we'll escape like smoke through the keyhole, you and I. And blow a sleeping world, one last kiss goodbye. Just like in a dream, I dream it's a machine. Buckle up and hold on tight. I wanna break the waves tonight. Heading for a clear blue sky. at your place tonight, and we'll give a sleeping world one last kiss goodbye. Just like in a dream, I dream it's a machine. Buckle up and hold on tight. I wanna break the waves tonight, heading for a clear blue sky. There's no coming back this time for you and I, because tonight we're gonna leave the world Leave it behind, leave it behind. There's no coming back this time. We're gonna leave it all behind. Leave it behind, leave it behind. We're gonna break the waves and fly away and leave it all behind.
excuse. We got to find some juice. No scheme works offensively or We got to find out.
Well said. Thank you.
Well, that's a miss by Trae Young at the rim.
It's a great point by Jenny. Because what happens when you travel, sometimes, no, as a rule, it's not the first couple of days. It's when you try to have that reserve energy when you don't quite have it. And that's what you're looking at a little bit here. But what you have to figure out a way to do is fight through that defensively. So this guy's live. Barlow is live. And Siakam fell asleep. That pass was from the other side of half court to the other side of the court, and the Pacers weren't prepared for it.
And it's a two-point game. The Pacers shot 62% in the first quarter, just 45% in the second, and they've missed their first two shots of the third.
You're running a lot of offense, and I don't mean early offense either.
And that's another miss, and here comes Atlanta, a chance to tie or take the lead. Remember, they started this game on a 9-4 run. But he got his own rebound and now has a chance to give Atlanta the lead.
I think Jenny hit it. That's a step slow. But the reaction time is like a tick slow. Watch. There are four guys here. And you can see nobody put a body on it. The other guys are watching it. So that's where you got to pick it up. And this may be one for the second unit to pick up for us.
Siakam the rebound as Barlow fails to give Atlanta the lead. They outscored the Pacers 12-5 to close the first half. Now Young is called for a foul.
Oh, and he wanted that going up, but he didn't get it. Yeah, he hadn't captured it yet. He's in the process of capturing the ball. Yeah, if he had it captured, then you can go into the shot motion. That's one thing.
Pacers have started this quarter 0 for 3, and now that's blocked. 0 for 4.
That's Barlow. I'm telling you, Barlow's live. And Miles tried to put a chest on him.
And a Kongwu, the Hawks have the lead. And the crowd is stunned.
They really are.
Halliburton to answer. And he does. And the Pacers back in front. Much-needed field goal. Third of the night for Halliburton. He has 15. The Pacers were 7 of 14 from 3 in the first quarter, 1 of 8 in the second.
He'll drive it. That ball never hit the rim, though. That ball never hit the rim, and they reset it. I'm not sure it was a change enough.
But the Pacers could not come up with the loose ball. And Young hits the 3.
Nice job maintaining balance after the collision with Trae Young by Nembhard.
This one looked pretty easy for the Pacers in the first half when they led by 18. It's not going to be easy as we move forward.
Pacers deflected that. I like what Rick Carlisle is saying. He's saying just keep playing.
Then on a road trip, they were in Detroit on Monday. Started this road trip Thursday in Cleveland. It was only a 9-point game at the half. They ended up getting beat 137-115. Hawks ran out of gas. They've got plenty of gas right now as Young scores.
He's really quick. He's a clever offensive player because he looked like he was coming out, and he never did when Nembhard got caught inside. Offensive foul.
The Pacers have started this third quarter out of sorts.
Yeah, see right there, and you see Nembhard wasn't even in the picture when he caught the ball. He got faked out, and then he comes back on the other end and gets an offensive foul called against him with Trae Young.
A Kongwu. It's a 4-point lead.
Rick was really patient. He was trying to let the guys figure it out a little bit for himself to get to the next play, but they haven't been able to move quickly enough to make the adjustments. Now, still. where it's going to get charged. If you play defensively, it'll get charged, and you got Aaron Nesmith in. So you've got guys that will do what needs to be done on the defensive end, but they'll make solid plays offensively. But right now, you have a little bit of a stagnant offense.
4 to shoot.
He knows it. I mean, they scream it from down here. He knows it. I mean, he's a veterans know that.
And it's Shepard on Young.
He's got really beaten.
Rizache for 3.
Shepard's ankles got broken on that.
And once that happens, Quinn, then the whole rotation, you get into trouble, don't you?
Yeah, your defense breaks down, and if you're in any kind of rotation, you're in trouble.
Turner with 11. Pacers trail by 3, 80-77.
The other thing about it is, your defense, you get that going, that gives you anything.
Daniel short. Halliburton tips it back to Turner.
So you got to stop. Now you put Atlanta where they're chasing. He had a shot there.
Halliburton goes inside. Out to Nesmith for 3. And Daniels the rebound. Atlanta comes in. They've lost 7 straight.
He changed his pace. I thought he traveled through.
And so did everybody around us. Step back 3, Young. An 8-point quarter already for Trae Young. He had just 8 in the first half. Siakam answers at the other end.
One of the things the Pacers did well in that particular possession was even on the make, they were able to advance the ball. Now, this is a difficult shot right by the Pacers. It gives a little look to the bench. But the Pacers were able to advance it, get it up to Siakam, who got a basket and got fouled.
Siakam had 6 first-half points. He's already got 8 rebounds and 4 assists and completes a 3-point play.
I think, tell you what Quinn Snyder has done for Trae Young. Trae Young was a pedestrian in the first part of the game. And what he taught him is that with all that speed, you don't have to bring it all the time. Let your teammates help you. So now that they're in a position where they think they can get a little wind going, oh my goodness. Trae Young picked it up.
That was a terrific move by Barlow. Just couldn't complete it.
Got it up with the left hand and didn't finish.
Screen comes, Turner for Halliburton.
There's nowhere to go there. Yeah, you're going right into it.
Siakam loves that fade. This time it's short. Halfway through the third quarter.
When you lose your legs.
Young fouled, and it'll be 3. That's the thing, Quinn, is that you put yourself in position where a Trae Young, he can try to take over a game.
No, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I said he was pedestrian in the first half. And he's come out here, and he's been very different here in the second half. There, he pulls up, and when you're chasing him, it's hard for you to be able to can't anticipate when he's going to stop, because if you just stop, he'll just keep going. If he feels you anywhere close to him, if he stops, you have a better, well, not a better, you have a worse chance of colliding with him. If he goes going up into a shot, then he'll get to the foul line, which is what he's doing now.
He's got 17 points and 14 assists. It was a 3-shot foul. He's got 18 now, and a message from Rally House.
Get ready for tip-off, Indy. Pacers tees, hats, hoodies, home decor, and so much more. Shop the latest Pacers gear at Rally House today.
11-point quarter, halfway through the third.
I think when you look at the emotional part of this, is I'm watching the staff, and the staff is not beating necessarily from the Pacers. They're talking to him with great confidence, letting them know basically, come on guys, because you just came off a big win up in Detroit. So you start coupling these things together, you realize that emotionally you're looking at a group that is drained. You got to come up with it. Now that gives you some fight when you get into these. And guess who's on the floor? Shepard and Nesmith. Those are the kind of plays you gotta have. Read here, no look pass, Miles wide open. Get an easy ball.
Toppin is up off the Indiana bench to check in. 15 points, 8 assists for Tyrese Halliburton. Last two averaging 29 and 6. Toppin had a big first half. He had 9. Was perfect from the field, 4-4. He gives Siakam his normal rest halfway through the third. Shepherd and Hunter. Hunter has the advantage here at 6'7".
I don't know the softness of your kiss, but I imagine in every dream I dream of.
Basket and a foul.
Please step through. Step through, go to the reverse over your head. But we talked about guys that can make a contribution in a situation like that. Hunter gets it. No question about that. Ball movement perfect. Ball placement perfect. As Neesmith is able to get out, he's got to go to the other side, able to get it easily.
And a chance for a three-point play for Neesmith.
And energy.
His 6th game back after missing 2.5 months. And he's got 8 off the bench, and the Pacers within a point at 86-85. Larry Nance Jr. is in. Hands off to Keaton Wallace. Toppin the rebound. Pacers a chance to regain the lead that they had most of the first half. Toppin got it and a foul. He has a chance for a three-point play.
You don't necessarily expect it from Toppin, particularly if he's not just catching and dunking. Does a really good job coming in behind the defense, if you will. He gets Krejci in a difficult position, comes with that left hand underneath. We talked about the bench coming through for this Pacer team. Right now, that's what you're seeing.
And a three-point play for Toppin. He's in double figures with 12.
And up defensively is Shepherd. So you've seen Neesmith get a bucket. Both of Neesmith and Shepherd die for the ball coming off the bench. And now you got Toppin in position to make a play.
They have Trae Young resting right now, so that's why Wallace is in. Daniels. High up off the glass.
That was a teardrop off the glass.
Tied again at 88. Room over there. Neesmith, catch, shoot, 3.
He was never unbalanced.
And if you're the Pacers, Quinn, you need to take advantage with Trae Young off the floor. But they've got the ball in the hands of Dyson. Daniels, they'll say it's on the floor.
Yeah, you most certainly do need to take advantage of that.
With Carlisle.
He's running the starters because you're looking at almost 4 minutes. And you haven't yet seen T.J. McConnell.
All 5 Pacer starters are in double figures. Add in Toppin, he has 12. Hunter.
Dribbled off his foot. Lob.
Good defense by Toppin. Met by Krejci. Toppin for 3. On target, too strong. Chased down by Wallace.
That's all right. That's a good effort. That is a good effort. Now, they'll make the call. It's probably on Neesmith, but it's a good effort because you're at the rim. They're at the rim with the ball. If you don't get there, this is a dunk. You see him come in right in the middle of the screen. He comes over. No question about the hammer.
Neesmith the foul. Free throws now for Dyson Daniels. 17 points. 3 of 4 at the line. Now make it 4 of 5, and the Hawks back in front. The Pacers really haven't been in a game like this for some time. The entire month of January, there was not a clutch game played. All 10 wins by double figures.
But you got this in a clutch game already?
It's It's heading that way.
Okay, well, let's get it there. I mean, that's what, 5 minutes to go in the game, and that when the clutch starts? Okay.
Well, I would have to say in third quarter wins, the Pacers, not in a situation like this, but they were in plenty of those situations early in the year. That's no good by Toppin. Daniels.
A heck of a catch. That was an awful pass by Daniels.
Daniels guarded by Halliburton. Now takes him down the lane and missed it. Rebound Toppin. Halliburton stepped back in the corner for three. Kept alive by Shepherd.
Effort play. That's what you got to have. That's what your bench needs to bring. Shep did a nice job on that.
Obi Toppin got the basket. This was a big-time play by Neesmith. And the Pacers...
I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Baby, while we're young.
Situation, especially with how the game started.
No, I think it's a combination of it. I really do. Well, I don't think Atlanta played it particularly well early, but I think the Pacers, they have to drive some energy through this. I listened to Coach Carlisle in his timeout just moments ago. He said this is all about energy. You got to create it because this is a difficult situation. So it's a great question, JJ. This is about how do you generate some energy under the circumstances. Guys are a little tired and get ready to go out on West Coast trip.
Pacers generate points off the turnover. The steal by Nembhard, the basket by McConnell, and Indiana up by 2. Matthews for 3, short.
Well challenged by Toppin.
Lob inside, Toppin got it, and a foul. Here comes the bench. That's what you talked about, Quinn. It's been the strength of this team all year long.
The balance, the depth makes all the difference in the world. And that second unit, Obi Toppin, has an advantage. And now you have the ball being pushed up, or requested to be pushed up on the part of McConnell. And all of that adds to where the bench is at its most effective, their ability to get it to the other end of the court, recognize opportunity, and take advantage of it.
And those numbers you saw for Toppin, they've been done in just 11 minutes. And now McConnell, the foul.
This is a foul.
Obi Toppin with 16 points and 7 rebounds in 11 minutes. And Krejci, a couple of free throws. 6.5 points per game for the third-year man out of Czech Republic. Was a second-round draft pick by Washington back in 2020. And he hits the free throw. He's got 4 points. Now a message from Auto Owners Insurance.
Auto Owners thinks the more you protect, the more you should save. That's simple human sense.
Got a tattoo sleeve on him.
He started his career in Oklahoma City. One of those young players that Oklahoma City has a roster full.
Oh, no question.
Read by Matthews. He knocks it out of bounds. T.J. McConnell and the Pacers again had the best record in the NBA in January, 10-2. Back on December 11th, speaking about what JJ was talking about with Rick Carlisle, the Pacers were 10-15. 16-5 since.
Gotta get open.
And they just beat the 5-second count, and that seemed like it was going to be a while. Here's Bryant for 3. Banks it in.
Always a good sign when you can bank it in. And Saturday banks open, but not usually at this time.
He has been a good three-point shooter in a Pacers uniform at 44%.
Scrambling on defense. That ball really hadn't moved from his position.
Blocked at the rim.
Great job.
Bryant got it.
It really did, because that was a dunk that Nance thought he had. That's the energy from that second unit.
Long rebound, and DeAndre Hunter crashing into him is Nembhard.
I thought both of those guys were coming away with concussion there. I mean, really quick pass inside, get a good look. Well, he said, "I'll take it." That's
not going to turn that down.
Not turning that down. People say, "I'm not turning down anything but my collar."
Couple of free throws for Hunter.
Back in for your Pacers, Ben Shepherd.
Ben Shepherd back as Nembhard leaves.
What's up, man? What's up?
4.6 rebounds for DeAndre Hunter. Won a national championship in Virginia.
He had been a starter. And they probably had him in his best position for them, was off the bench. Let's see if they go to that zone. Yeah, they're in the zone.
Toppin breaks the zone and pounds it down.
He was upon them before they knew it.
What a performance by Toppin off the bench.
But you can see they were able to get the bench, the press on him a little bit quicker, even though you got this guy.
And Toppin grabs another rebound. 4-second difference, game and shot clock. The Pacers, after trailing here in the quarter, now lead by 6. Indiana had a 4-point halftime lead.
Ooh.
McConnell.
He went into the traffic. You got to get to him because he'll pull up.
And Young got it at the buzzer.
The guys got a little bit tired on that last play, but you got some great play off the bench. Toppin and his teammates finding a way to get to the rim, finish it off strong like you need to do the game.
$89-95 Quinn as we start the fourth. Nance with the basketball. This could be almost an 8-second violation. It was close. Young draws the foul. Trae Young with 21 points and 14 rebounds goes to the free throw line.
Is that two shots?
Now they're going to put it on the side.
Because what he did was he tried to play off the whistle. His body was facing to the sideline, and he threw it at the basket once he heard the whistle. Now, if you watch it, it's coming right to the sideline.
Wafts it up and in. And it's a 2-point game. Pacers close the quarter. Nice pass inside, and Mathurin is fouled. They closed the quarter in a 19-9 run after the Pacers trailed by 6. Mathurin a couple of free throws. All 5 Pacer starters in double figures, but the scoring leader is Obi Toppin. He has 18. There's Mathurin at the free throw line. His first point of the second half. When the Pacers win this season, bring a friend to Penn Station. After any Pacers win, text BOGO, B-O-G-O, to 727-722. By 10 a.m. the next day, get a buy one, get one free coupon to use in-store at participating Penn Stations. Mathurin back after an illness that cost him Wednesday's game against Detroit.
I'm telling you what, he's a fast healer. Well, I'll tell you, because he's got 12 points in this game.
Into the corner, Reza Shea. Well, he makes it look easy.
He's a rookie. He has no idea what he's doing, but he's a good young player. But you know, when you play the international competition, you play against grown men, and none of this frightens him.
He was 5 of 6 in Cleveland. Young launches.
Look at this.
And the lead.
You got to, under these circumstances, what you got to have to do is come up with it. Reza Shea did on that play. Defense rebounding will make the difference. facing a little full, not really pressure, but they're up. Atlanta's up because remember, ladies and gentlemen, Atlanta has a young team, so they're able to push up defensively as well.
Mathurin turns the corner on Matthews, goes inside and gets the basket and the foul.
Most likely guy to get an N1 because one, he can play off balance. He has great strength. We saw that very much his rookie year. Really got to the foul line. Now he's learned a little trick when he comes around. They call it S. After you get into the pick and roll situation, then he gets the contact, knocks the shot down.
14 points for Mathurin. You see the numbers. Good shooting night. Perfect at the line. Trying to give the Pacers a 2-point lead. 14th sellout crowd of the year here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Pacers have played more road games than home. They played the most road games in the NBA. And then you add in the 2 to Paris. Young. Good defense out there between the combination of Bryant and McConnell.
Well, they call it private. So did he take too many steps? Yeah. Put that last little hop because of the pressure from Thompson.
And Bryant dunks it. And the Pacers lead by 4.
You got to go help from here because he causes all kind of problems.
Rizache.
You know what he does extraordinarily well? Better than many people do. He catches it over his head and he does not bring it down, and he can release it accurately. And that's just what he just did.
Mathurin draws another foul, but this time they're going to say it was not in the shooting motion, even though he was shooting. He was fouled before. Was it the catch?
I was just, the way you said it caught me off guard, that's all.
he ended up, as the fans saw, he shot it.
He shot it, right.
And now with Kongwu back in. So they'll go to a big.
Has he grabbed it? See, he that's the reason they get it. He hadn't quite grabbed it yet. Captured it, because that's where they call those fouls. If you captured it and gets fouled.
And that's going to be Young, and now here comes Atlanta. Chance to take the lead. Krejci. Mathurin the rebound.
Good job by Obi Toppin keeping it alive. So Kongwu is coming. Lefty. Ooh. You gotta get back. Great job. Great job by Shep. Because they don't get back. Risha Shea is on the other side offensively, and he's at the rim. But good job by Shep. Good job. You see Shep get here, get his hands on it, and the ball only goes out of bounds. But if he doesn't get to it, that's an easy bucket.
And Pacer starters Siakam and Halliburton return. Toppin sits down, 18 points, 9 rebounds in 15 minutes for Obi tonight, 8 of 11 from the field.
But Coach Carlisle's going to him early. This is 9 minutes to go. You're going to come back to him because he feels like the bench gave him enough of a lift that the starters had to sit on the floor. Bench had to work that hard. Nice shot by Siakam to close out. But at this point, get your starters and let them go to work.
Rizache's hit 3 second-half threes. 2 of them in this quarter.
Nice job defensively. Good job defensively. No, he's out of bounds when he caught it back. I mean, that's big-time defense. And when they're giving out awards, they're going to give an all-defensive, maybe not defensive player of the year. He's making all defensive team. What? Solid. Stay down. Got his hands on the ball. That's how you play really good defense. Nembhard's going to be on all defensive. You don't have many guards that can guard him.
Yeah, what he has to deal with each and every night, the best player on the other team. Here's Halliburton off the glass, no good. Rebound out, Young, and
who's on the floor? Oh. Nembhard got on the floor. You got to get back to the rim.
Dyson Daniels, Rizache, and back in front is Atlanta. It's one of those games, Clint, the longer you let let them hang around, the more dangerous they become.
I think they believe they can win this game. I think that's part of the challenge. The other part of it is what we started out with. Coach Carlisle's been trying to drum up energy for his team because they just came back from overseas and it's now taking effect.
And was it too easy, too early?
It was just basketball. I don't know if Atlanta came to play in the first half.
Pacers scored 40 in that first quarter, led by 18 early in the second, but it's been a game since.
Yeah, that's all. That's all Quinn Snyder had to show him. You give up 40 points and you only score 24 in the first quarter. The question's going to be, did you come to play?
They've come to play since. Here on the baseline, Turner.
Watch that. They got linked.
And Siakam gets it to crawl in.
Yeah, they got linked.
And Atlanta, Quinn Snyder takes the timeout. 110-109, 7:29 to play in Indy.
Stand on your feet as we are here with T-shirts. Boomer, the Power Pack. We got T-shirts and we are going to give them to the fans. If you want one, make some noise.
Young will rest again.
They've got to because he's Halliburton today has had 3 deflections.
It's almost like he felt he should have had the steal.
No, he definitely felt he should have the steal. Yeah, you just got to play. I think that one you just got to play. Let's say he grabbed his arm. I see now. I watched Coach Carlisle in this moment, and he had a chance to go and stop the free throw, and he didn't.
Okongwu 75%, averaging 12 points and almost 8 rebounds this year. Now the starter with Capella out. misses them both.
And I'll tell you what, this fan base really is getting engaged.
They have.
They're cheering when he missed the first one, making noise when he's trying to concentrate on the second one.
It's not going to be, even though he shot it, foul before the shot. Yeah, this fan base was really engaged early. It was an 18-point lead. Then they got quiet because that's the way the game went.
Right.
That is the fourth team foul against Atlanta. So the Pacers in the penalty the rest of the way.
That's a heck of a play by Miles because he had the shot at his first option.
All 5 Pacer starters in double figures. Daniels at the rim. 21 for Dyson Daniels, his 6th 20-point game of the year.
They switched it. I was trying to see if they'd give it to, Siakam's got it, but they switched it.
Off the glass, no good. Okongwu pushed him out a little farther away than maybe he would have liked. And on the pass, the Pacers commit the foul.
That was actually hit from the behind by Halliburton, and unfortunately, it went to Atlanta.
It's on Siakam.
I thought Halliburton hit that from behind.
That's the 3rd team foul against the Pacers.
That's what you've got to watch, partner.
Yeah.
Because that's when Trae Young is at his best. He's done, goodness gracious, for getting to the basket.
And the lead back in favor of Atlanta. We've had 14 lead changes and 13 of them here in the second half.
No, he hit it. No, he hit it, but you got to go.
Yeah, you only have 5 seconds. Here's a long 3. Halliburton, that's off. And Dyson Daniels, and he is speeding up the floor. And it's on Halliburton.
All the things the Pacers were doing in the first half. Rim run. When you run there, if you got the mismatch, they have tried to take advantage of it. Rick Carlisle, I marvel at his ability to manage the situation, because you really have guys who want to do what you need to do, and they're fighting their minds and their bodies based on the travel.
Daniels, and that's Pacers ball.
Nice job, and I think Nimhart may have gotten it from the backside initially, but it was Daniels. That ball, matter of fact, I didn't know if the fan had enough strength to throw it back. All right.
Now in baseball, you get to keep that.
It's a little hard for you to walk out here. They'll let you keep a football too.
Yeah.
In the NFL, now it's going to cost the player some money, but that's all right. They've got good salary.
Trae Young at the scorer's bench will check in after the timeout. 5:09 to play. And Young is open and hits. And the Pacers had a chance with Turner on the floor. That's the second time, Quinn, that Young has hit a three when the Pacers look like they may have a loose ball.
That's what Young does. I mean, he really hadn't tried to be much more of a full-time scorer. He's done it at appropriate times. That's what Quinn Snyder told me. First of all, this league, you can't do that all the time. Guys are too good, so you've got to change your MO a little bit. And that's what Young has done, and it keeps him fresh. They kept him on the bench fresh, and this is his time. This may be the time that you have to double team him to get the ball out of his hands. But what Atlanta is pretty good at now, they got guys that can make plays if you double team.
He's got 18 second half points, 26 and 16. And he's got the ball in his hands and fires again and hits again.
That's why you got to consider double teaming. You got to consider at some point. Maybe it's too early now. Get the ball out of his hands.
Just over 4 minutes to play, and the Hawks by 3.
Get the 2 minutes. You're probably going to see that. It's up here. Oh, how sweet that is!
Pacers needed it, and Nembhard answers.
Handles the ball superbly. And is able to get himself in position. That's about 7 feet, 6'2" in terms of the matchup. Coming up with a three-point play is Nembhard.
And he scored the last 5 for the Pacers. We're tied again at 119. Trae Young has 29.
This is what they want. Yeah, you got to be ready to go help. This is what they want. Nice job. You hear the bench saying it by yourself.
Young goes in, missed it, and Daniels missed it. And now the Pacers have a chance to take the lead. Nembhard. Right back.
You got the right matchup, they just missed it.
And now Siakam has not made a three until now.
They had the right matchup. He was there, and that's the patience of Siakam. Had the first one, didn't take it. The ball comes back to him. It finds good energy.
In the corner, DeAndre Hunter.
That's all.
Tipped by Halliburton to Nesmith. Pacers by 3. 3 minutes to play.
Now you go to work. Let your all-star go to work. This season.
And now Nesmith in the corner for 3. And the Pacers lead by 6. Siakam with the 3 and then the assist for a Nesmith 3.
Nice job of you. Ooh, almost. Nembhard got his hands on the ball. They're going to call a foul on Nesmith. That's a foul. Yeah, that's a foul. I mean, really nice job here. Siakam able to step into the 3, which he is shooting much better this year.
And then Nesmith knocked down the 3, an 11-point game for Aaron Nesmith, the 7th Pacer in double figures. Reza Shea short. 69% is all he shoots at the line. Let's check in with JJ.
Was watching Mike Weiner and Lauren James with their debate about whether to challenge that. Mike Weiner made the correct call in the last game against Detroit. The last minute he said no. He thought there was too much initial contact. Rick Carlisle has great trust in the group behind the bench and on the bench making those calls.
From my angle, he made the right call here. Because there was nothing that could be, they were challenging. You weren't going to win that. Because there's no question about the foul. Oh no, don't give that up. Thank you, don't give that up.
Siakam missed it.
I said don't give it up. He had Trae Young on it.
And that's going to be a blocking foul on Nembhard. And it's going to put Trae Young at the line to shoot 2.
Carlisle's trying to get a flop call. He anticipates this. That's a foul.
Trae Young 5 of 5 at the line. 29 points. And 30. This is the 9th time he scored 30 or more points against the Pacers in his career.
What's scary is he's got 16 assists, too.
And the Pacers lead down to 3. Indiana led 125-119 on back-to-back threes by Siakam and Nesmith.
You got to hold this zone. They are in it. There you go. You gave it to the right guy. Now get it back to him.
Shot clock at 9.
Get it back to him. This is your all-star. You got to let him go to work.
And Siakam got it.
You got to get him and let him go to work. There's a reason he's an all-star. Great hands and a steal there, anticipated by Halliburton on the pass by Trae Young.
And now the Pacers. Halliburton will back it off with 90 seconds. Guarded by Reza Shea. 127-122 Indiana. Halliburton.
Made a mistake. Nice job. Miles got in the way a little bit. Doubling.
Young.
Go doubling. Because he's shooting.
Nearly threw it away. Reza Shea.
Oh, stepped out of bounds. Thank goodness. Oh, 24-second violation. That's a 24-second violation they call.
They're going to look at it. Eddie Nagy was quick to signal no good. Yep,
that's no good.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a 24-second violation.
And that's the beauty of the replay center in Secaucus. Tom Washington, Trey Maddox, and Scott Twardowski could dial that up quickly. 127-122.
I don't think he took a timeout. Yeah, he's got 2 timeouts. I don't think Carlisle's taking a timeout.
Final minute. Pacers trying to hold on. And they've got a 5-point advantage. 2 big threes by Siakam and Nesmith.
Both of those guys, just from my observation, love the ball late when you got to get a bucket. Both of them.
Nembhard with 5 to shoot.
Who didn't think that Trae Young can guard it? It's off his knee or not. I said, not sure. Young hit it from the back.
And they are looking in the second row, and now
are they going to jump it up?
Is Quinn Snyder going to challenge?
Yeah, they're going to challenge it. So they must feel confident that that ball went off his knee.
38 3/10, 2.3 on the shot clock.
Two strikes and you're out, boy. I can't deny it's what's on the line. I'm kicking you out. I won't let you hurt me as you hurt me before. Nothing you can say or do can heal the pain in my soul. I never really said it out loud. Don't think we'll ever sort it out. I never really said it out loud. I'm kicking you out.
This would be a gutsy win. Even though you're at home.
Trae Young.
Ooh, miscommunication.
Batted out. Reza Shea. Young in the corner. Got it. It's a 2-point game. And a timeout taken by the Pacers.
Didn't come up with that offensive rebound. With that rebound. And that's how Young got the second shot.
127-125 with 26 and 5/10. Here's a look at that possession.
You see, he scrambled. Young gets it, and he's going to stay on the left side of the court. He shoots the first one. He's clean on that one. I thought that one was going, but then right away.
.5 is the difference on the shot clock and the game clock. So Atlanta does not have to foul. Halliburton is fouled, and they opt to foul. They did not have to foul, but
they're taking a risk that he'll miss one foul shot. That at least allow them to tie it up. This is what we talked about earlier. You want your point guards to be good foul shooters because the clutch that we were talking about, generally your point guard has the ball.
Pacers by 3. Halliburton with 16. He has 9 assists. 3 of 4 from the free throw line, trying to give Indiana a 4-point lead. Fans standing here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Atlanta will not call a timeout. Pacers up 4.
Don't foul him.
Young.
Nice job by Miles.
Okongwu dunks it.
Nice job.
2-point game. 129-127. Halliburton can run, gets it now to Nesmith, and he's fouled by Daniels. And the fifth foul on Dyson Daniels, and Aaron Nesmith, an 88% free throw shooter, has made one tonight and has 11 points. 12 and 2/10 seconds to play.
This has got to feel pretty good for Aaron Nesmith, having not been involved in these kind of games, obviously since he's been injured. But the fact that you leave him in there and trust, and this is one of the things you love about Shep's the same way. You got guys that can play defense that can make foul shots too. And Shep has come in for Halliburton.
Nesmith trying to give the Pacers a 2-possession lead. So 4 big free throws by Indiana, 2 by Halliburton, 2 by Nesmith, and the Pacers have a 4-point lead at 131-127. Third straight game of at least 130 points. And the Pacers have
his thought about the situation. They believe and trust in this guy. This guy's won a championship. He's won big games. He's been a part of that. And this has, something to do, but a little less to do with him being an all-star. It's about him being a winner.
And the Pacers trying to win a 27th game and make it 11 of 13, 12 of 15, and 17 and 5 since mid-December if they can hold on here. Daniels will inbound.
Yeah, don't foul the three-point shooter. And their best three-point shooter is Trae Young.
They've also got.
I'll take that risk. Garrison's not going to draw a foul.
They get it to Okongwu. He lost it, but
Miles hit it.
Miles tipped it out. I'll tell you what, I'm a little surprised that they took Reza Shea out, considering he's made 3 second-half threes.
Yeah, he's a rookie. He's deep enough. Got to get the rebound there. Shep, that's why you want him. He plays with that energy. He makes the plays. These guys, Chris, they found a way tonight.
Yeah.
This afternoon, I should say. It's not tonight. Found a way in a game. Didn't look good. The change is made because you get good defense all the way around, solid on Trae Young. He takes it. Good job getting in position by Shepherd, who is a good shooter in general, but a good foul shooter after coming up with the rebound.
And Atlanta out of timeouts with 3 9/10. Shepherd was big in a starting role on Wednesday against Detroit. He had 4 threes. 6 points now for Shepherd. The Pacers will head west in 4th place in the Eastern Conference. They bypass Milwaukee tonight.
That free throw doesn't matter. There's no way they can win. That free throw doesn't matter. This is a gutsy win. This is one of the more gutsy wins the Pacers have had this year, Chris. To give Coach Carlisle and his staff credit, because as I said, they never really put a lot of pressure on them because they knew the challenge that the Pacers were having trying to get in it.
2 big threes down.